What's up, YouTube? Here, K10 Performance, hanging out back in the shop today. Got me a little bit of a project going on here. An LM7 5.3 out of an 03 Chevy Silverado. This engine's out of my dad's old 1500 Chevy truck. If you guys are older subscribers, you may remember this in the background. The pickup in the background, it's a green 03. That's in the background of a lot of my videos. I never had any videos really on it. Well, it sat for about a year, and we kind of drove on and off a little bit. Mice got into it where it was at, destroyed the wiring harness in it, kind of chewed on the wiring a little bit underneath the fuse block, got in there, chewed up the harness for the knock sensors. So I bought the truck off him. It's had 115,000 miles on it. Pretty much only drove in the wintertime in Iowa. Had absolutely no rockers or cab corners left. Frame was getting very, 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 very thin in some spots. Cab mounts were getting close to being gone. It just had a lot of rust, and it really wasn't worth putting the time in to save. It was a nice truck. I liked it. Good running truck. So had 115,000 miles on it. I don't know if I said that, but I bought it, took the motor and transmission out. I'm gonna save the rear end. I didn't really get to any of that. I got some pictures of it. Remember, I'll throw in of it. Yeah, but I pulled the motor and transmission out. Got the wiring harness, but I ordered a new wiring harness for PSI. My plan is to swap this into my 83 K10 pickup that I have. I haven't made a video on it because I really haven't had time to do so. Where it's at, there I do pretty much all my work enough just to get it done. It's at a buddy's place, and I really don't have time to record what I'm doing. That's where I took this motor out at anyways. But yeah, I got it at the shop here. It's scattered all over. I got to get rid of some stuff. I gotta get rid of that fan, the AC compressor, because I'm not gonna go with that style of AC mount. I'm gonna go with a Dirty Dingo top mounted AC compressor. Got a radiator and twin electric fans, aluminum radiator, twin electric fans. Got a 87 sumped gas tank. Got a 87 cinder with a fuel pump in it. I can't remember exactly what it was. Walbro something, 3 something I think. I got a video of me putting it in that bracket and modifying the sending unit to have AN flares, because I'm going to do AN from the tank on the driver's side all the way up to the LM7, the 5.3. Got motor mounts in the box back there. Got some gauges and stuff here, an adapter, some AN hold downs. I got a PSI wiring harness at home with a flash computer. I just bought one through them. I mean, this isn't a bad harness. I could totally go through it and modify it to be a standalone harness, but time is a valuable commodity of mine, so I just figured, what the hell, I'll just buy one done. All new connectors, all new wire and that stuff. Obviously Coapax work there. My plan is to clean it, give it a nice good clean job, pull the intake off, place intake gaskets, of course the knock sensor wire. If the knock sensors look good, I'll leave them. Undo valve cover gaskets, valve cover seals here. Oil pan looks pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna bother replacing the oil pan gasket or the front timing cover gasket. I'm pretty sure it's just the intakes and that valley tray and the valve cover gaskets that leak. Gonna clean it up, paint it. Haven't decided if I'm gonna paint it Chevy engine orange yet or black. Kind of leaning towards black, but I don't know. I always like the color of small block Chevy orange. Gonna use the 4L60. I've got a advanced adapter kit to adapt this to a 700R4 4-bolt output. Then I got the adapter from the 700R4, the 4-bolt, to the same bolt pattern as this to go to my MP208, but the advanced adapters plate has the speed sensor in it, so I don't have to worry about doing that off my 208. I'd get a, what is it, 241 passenger side drop, but they're kind of hard to find and they're kind of pricey. So I figured just spending the money on the adapter, keeping my 208, I have like 3 or 4 208s laying around, so I can afford to blow them up and grenade them. So I got a set of LS headers, swap headers. They're Speed Engineering. Right there, bam. So yeah, they don't have the mirror. They're back at the house still. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna run. I could probably get away with running these because this didn't have EGR from the factory, and I'm pretty sure if you knock this off that it would fit. But the Speed Engineering ones look so much better, and they hug the block a lot more. So I'm gonna use those, and they allow me to set the collectors at whatever angle I want my O2s to hang out at. So engine mounts, I got Dirty Dingo adjustable mounts, so that should be able to accommodate my offset for my rear space. With this setup, I should come very close to having this the same length as a 700R4 208 combo. Maybe about a ½ inch longer. I'm not sure. I have to measure because I know the 700R4 to 208 adapter is not as thick as this, but the advanced adapter is about this thick, and the 208 adapter is about that thick. So I think I'm gonna be pretty close. I don't really know yet. I'll have to get some stuff here. I'm gonna pull that adapter off and get all my stuff and set all my speeds, sensors and whatnot. Might pull this little shield off here. It was a C71, so it's got some of the shielding and stuff. I think they all have this though, I'm not sure. Pull the gravel out of it. She's kind of covered in gravel. Of course, pull this bracket off for my shifter. I'm hoping I can get away by taking that nut off and putting the shifter off the 83 K10 and going the linkage. All else fails, I'll buy the low car linkage and make it work. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bracket off. I might just cut this off and keep these to run my speed sensor wires and stuff through. Don't know yet. All depends. Of course, I'm just gonna pop this off for now and block it. I'm gonna do the same thing with my fuel lines. I just gotta get my disconnect tool. I got no idea where my disconnect tool is, but yeah, it's somewhere. So I get my lines off. I just cut them. So yep, gonna get my O2s out. I'm debating on buying new O2s. I don't know yet, but all that comes down to it. I've got to modify my water pump to have my fitting for my steam vent. I'm just going to go ahead and eliminate my throttle body cross through. I'm just going to run that down to my water pump. I'm also got to drill in here and tap this for a sensor for my water temperature gauge. I want my water temperature gauge right off that. Of course, I'm not going to be using the mechanical fan. I got stock radiator hoses. I'm going to make them work, cut them to length. Then I'll buy new and just cut the new to length. Yeah, of course I got drive-by-wire, so I got to get my throttle pedal and assembly my little control module. I love that truck still, but yeah. I got to measure some stuff up, and I'm hoping I can make that rear end out of that 03 fit in my 83. Because then all I'd have to do is look for a front end with 373 gears, because it had a limited slip rear end, 373 gears. So yeah, my plan in this pickup, I'd like to do a 2.5 inch lift with 33s. So nothing huge. I want to try to make this a truck that I can pull stuff with. You're probably wondering why the hell I'm going with the 4L60E then. 4L60E is going to work perfect for application. I'm not going to pull stupid heavy stuff, so yeah, that should work pretty good for me. Of course, I got all my brackets. I'm going to clean them all up. Oop, covered up my camera there. I'm going to clean all my stuff up. I think, where the hell did I put my Oh yes, but it's over there in the oil burner draining on the oil filter rack. The power steering pump I'm going to go ahead and replace, I think, because it was leaking. So you guys can see I'm placed the lines in it because it's leaking out the front seal, I do believe. You guys can see there. Not horrible, but alternator worked good, so I'm going to go ahead and use it right now. I'm working on building some block off plates for my water pump right now, so I can wash it. I don't want to get regular undistilled water in the block, because that plays hells with aluminum heads and plays hell with your blocks. So yeah, got to go ahead and pull off the main power for the starter. I'm going to go ahead and reuse that if it's possible. If I got enough room for that little black piece up front, I'm going to use the factory grounds off that truck and the factory battery positive, because I'm doing a driver's side. I got the driver's side battery mount ordered, so I can put the battery in the driver's side and have all my electrical stuff there. Like I said, have all my PSI conversion harness and stuff, flash computer and all that stuff. Got hopefully my fuel system figured out. The only thing I'm worried about is my fittings, my AN to pipe fittings. They're not slid on my pump far enough. If that's the case, I'll buy 2 more fittings and another sending unit and just start it all over again. I mean, it'll be like $70 wasted, but you never know. I can take them fittings off and do something with that sender later on. So yeah, gonna go ahead and run the truck intake, truck accessories. Like I said, this nothing gonna be crazy. I'd like to get the air conditioning, factory air conditioning working. That truck's pretty solid. The box is shot, but the cab itself is pretty solid. So yeah, it had a lot less rust in it than the 03 did. So, and it's a square body. I'm a fan of a square body, so it's a little newer than I wanted. I'd much rather had older round headlights, like it's 79 and before. So yeah. But if all else fails later on down the road, if I get a nice truck with a nice front clip, I can go ahead and swap the front clip over to it, make it a 79 before. But haven't debated whether to get another box for it or get a flatbed. Might get a flatbed. I'm leaning towards a nice aluminum flatbed. They're kind of spendy, but if I paint the truck, why not, right? So I've rambled on enough with my plans for this, so just kind of thought I'd give you a video to let you guys know what's up. That's what's up. And hopefully the next video you'll see will be this bad boy painted whatever color I decide to paint it. So we'll catch you in the next video, and hopefully before too long you'll actually get to see the truck that it goes in. So yeah, see you in the next video.